up, everybody? It's the collab. Happy to be in here once again. One of the dopest podcasts on the planet. I'm just letting y'all know that right now.
Yes.
It is, and it's Valentine's Day. Happy Valentine's Day to everybody. Valentine's Day.
No.
Yes.
Be clear, right? Be clear.
So, hey, how y'all good? Everybody's good.
Wonderful.
You look good.
Everybody's good.
I'm just saying. Oh, by the way, that's Tay. That's Jay.
Lovely.
And that's Trim, the super producer.
Appreciate it.
So, like, is this his new name now? I just need to be clear.
Oh, he's a super producer. That is his name. Super producer Trim.
We write that down.
Yes, and I am T-E-N-O Tino. So listen, man, once again, happy Valentine's Day, whatever y'all doing. You know what I'm saying? Whether you're serenading your wife, cooking for your girl, I don't know, washing your man's feet, whatever you do on Valentine's Day.
That's nasty.
Yeah, I'm just saying. Make sure you protect yourself out there. Be safe. You know what I'm saying? And
please do that.
Yeah.
Please do that.
Corona not the only thing you need to be worried about. Don't
right. Hey, Corona might be last on the list. You know what I'm saying?
or you can just abstain. That's all.
Hey, you can have a dry Valentine's Day too. It's all good. You know what I'm saying? You can stay on Dry Again Island.
That's right. There's plenty of people that are doing it.
Hey,
get them batteries together.
Me included.
Me too. That's right. Super producer.
Hey, listen.
Included.
You can get a little hand during Valentine's Day if you want. It's all good. You know what I'm saying?
Okay. Yeah, he just got nasty.
That's why he got to take them showers before the podcast starts.
Hey,
exactly.
You got to do what you got. You got to do what you got to do. You know what I'm saying?
I at least kept it kosher. I said batteries. My God, you talking about full blown action?
I'm just saying,
I'm surprised on this Valentine's Day.
And whatever you do, be safe at doing it, man. But
yes.
Definitely happy to see y'all, man. So like, we're gonna talk about a few things, man. We're gonna get into a nice topic because it's gonna be a lot of proposals during Valentine's Day. There's gonna be a lot of how corny people get sometimes. You know what I'm saying? That's what it is. I was corny once upon a time myself. So
you're not corny no more?
I'm talking about like dating, but yeah, I've never really been corny. Just I never really knew how to approach certain things when it came to women. Because women, 1 minute you like one thing, the next minute always corny. So you know what I'm saying? You can't make your mind up. Sometimes people want to be proposed to on Valentine's Day. Some people don't. It's what it is.
Sometimes, and we're not going to go off on a tangent here, but sometimes the things that you started out doing, you should continue because that is how you're supposed to date. If you started out corny, baby, come through with the corn on the car.
Keep coming corny. Because corny is cute sometimes. I like corny stuff.
I saw this dude.
I'm more like, I take the pages out of Billy D. Williams. You know what I'm saying?
That still here.
Let my hand fall off.
Wow. Billy D. Williams is the only old man that probably could move me up off some draws, honey. Yes, sir. No problem.
Wow.
The OG Billy D.
Wow, that just went
the only man
his flyness is just like timeless. Like he's just like always gonna be just fly and suave and debonair. Like
he had that. His hair was fried, dyed, and laid to the side.
Right.
And that man is 90 years old, still got a ponytail.
Right.
Okay.
If it ain't broke,
don't fix it. It works for him.
Right. If it ain't broke.
Will that man anywhere he want to go? Yes, sir. I got you. No
he walking. He ain't doing no wheelchair. He walking.
He might want to sit down.
He's still walking.
I don't care what he's doing.
Nah, he's a legend.
He's still walking.
He's a legend. Like I'm not even about to.
He's
like he's one of those. Like we gotta get some bubble wraps for him. James Earl Jones.
He just had a birthday too.
Sidney Poitier.
Like we just gotta get the bubble wrap because I cannot take another.
Listen.
Oh no.
Oh yeah. Rest in peace to Cicely Tyson. By the way, we gonna
rest in heavenly peace.
And Hank Aaron as well.
Yes.
Hank Aaron as well. But listen, man, we normally, when we start these shows, we normally get into, rhythm and blues, but we're going to do, I think rhythm and breakdown has been our favorite. So we might actually just continue that. So we're going to do rhythm and breakdown. And pretty much what we do, we just break down certain songs that you was like, hey, you know what? You thought it was you knew the meaning of it, but you might not have known the meaning. It might have been wrong, So we're going to get into Donnell Jones.
Hey.
Where I Want to Be.
This is a classic. This
song brings back some terrible memories
I love
me.
this song.
Listen. Hey, Tay, listen. And everybody knows this song was hitting real crazy.
It was like dead serious. Like I have a funny story about this song. Like it's real quick. I was in day camp and we were like on a trip somewhere, and I can't lie, like we probably were like about like 13 years old when this song was out or something like that. And like the whole bus was on, we were all on the bus like, I just left my baby girl a message. And one of the camp counselors was like, what y'all know about this song? What is he talking about? None of us could even explain it. We just knew that the song was a nice song. Like we didn't even know what they were talking about, but we just knew it was a very nice song. It was
now, y'all know about the song though, right? Like the origin of the song. Do y'all know? Okay.
What's the origin?
The origin of the song, from what I understood, but what I got from the Unsung, is that this is it's pretty much about his girl that he was dating at the time.
Yes.
And he pretty much, this is a true story about how he felt. Like this, that's why the song hits so hard, because it's a true story about how he felt at that time that he was dating his girl. You know what I'm saying? And, that's why a 13-year-old, even though they may not know about the song, it's real. You know what I'm saying? Like it's a real
song. God, yes. Like sit in the dark with no light and just listen to it and be crying. Ain't nothing going on. You just crying.
Right. You having a happy day. It's like,
wow.
In the car crying. It's like, why are you crying for?
Like, why did he do her like this?
Right.
Wow.
Nothing wrong.
Hey, at least he was. I guess you can say at least he was honest. I mean, he was honest about it.
Right. So
I felt for Miss Girl.
But what do y'all? So when y'all hear this song, right? What do y'all think about? What was y'all feelings at the time about? Like once you finally realized what the song was about, what were your feelings? I want to hear Tay. Like, what was your feelings? Like,
I just remember being in like the 8th or the 9th grade, and it was just the irony of when the song came out that I was like going through my first like real heartbreak, like young. Wasn't even supposed to be having a boyfriend. That's what I get. See what? That's how that happened. So he ended up like breaking my heart. They was doing like 7 minutes. The kids was able to go to parties. I never got to go to the parties. So the person I was dating at the time did 7 minutes in heaven with the person I thought was my friend.
Oh boy.
And when I tell you, I remember what I was wearing. Okay. I'm telling you, like stuff like that, I remember like vividly. And I remember that I had the CD. I had that and Eric Benet on blast all the time. So I remember
not Eric Benet.
Hey,
listen,
Eric Benet with the time. Listen, he was time when he wasn't wearing any shoes across some stages. Like,
wow.
He had like 42 dreads. Exactly. That was me. That was pre Halle, but Halle Berry. But I remember just like coming home, dropping my bag at the door, like crawling up the stairs like a maniac. And it was still daytime outside. I just got in the bed and I had my little pillow and I was just like really sad.
Oh, you was like real Jones
on. It was number 3.
Oh my God.
It was very dramatic. It was very dramatic. And it was like
my God.
I think the song was like either number 1 or number 3. That's how crazy it was because I had it.
It was number 3.
Number 3. I had it on spin. I just wanted to be so depressed so bad. But yes, he has like 7 kids now, so we're good. We're even. We're fine.
Yeah, what did you feel about the situation of the song though? Like, what did you like?
You
how did you
about
feel
from
about
what he said
honesty?
with Unsung?
No. Just when you hear the song, like, and you understand, like, what do you feel about the honesty?
Like, I appreciate him for being honest, being honest enough to be like, I love you, but I'm feeling torn right now. Like I'm feeling like that I'm missing something out there in the street, because that's what I took from the song. It's just like, when you love someone, you just don't treat them bad, whatever, blah, 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 blah. And he knows what he's doing is wrong. Like he knows these feelings he's having is wrong, but I appreciate him for being man enough to be like, listen, I'm sorry. I do love you, but I'm wondering if I'm missing something out there, or if there's something else out there for me. And then when you pair the song with the video, like I love the video. I love the video, because I feel like when you watch the video, you see him leave her, and then it's just like as soon as he leaves her and goes to what's out there, it's like he literally regrets the choice that he made, because he's on the restaurant window. He see her with another man, and he at the restaurant like banging on the window like, I'm sorry, please.
In slow motion, yeah.
Like and she like, nah, I ain't trying to hear it. And of course, she ends up taking him back. But I love the song. Like, and it's one of those songs that even today when it come on, like everybody in the car is going to sing it, because it's something about that doom 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 doom.
Right.
Like it's just the intro is just like,
yeah, I love it. African Safari at the beginning.
Yes, it's just like that little chord in the background. I don't know what instrument it is, like, but it's really popping. I love it. But I love
production definitely tight on that. Speaking of production, Trent, what you think about the song, man? What was your what are your thoughts about the song? Because I got
the song was well written, man. That was like Donnell Jones at his best, man. That song was well written. And speaking of which, that album, man. So his mindset and the team he was working with at the time, when they came in to do that album, their whole focus was to try to make every single song like a hit off that whole entire album. And so, we still talking about it to this day. So, I mean, I think they definitely did their job. But shout out to definitely Donnell Jones, true artist, and definitely
and
definitely a singer, man, and a songwriter.
Right.
Is that the song with with the Stevie Wonder remake on there?
No, that's not it.
That's not that album.
That's his first album.
Just in it. That is that remake right
Listen,
there.
Yeah, he tore that one up.
I'm about to say something real blasphemous right now.
What?
He got real close to the original.
Listen, can you say it again? Listen, let me tell you something. I literally had this argument with so many music heads. I'm like, listen,
oh no,
kind of close to the original, like, and then like the background singers in the background, like, but I he put a little like.
Right.
He put a little spin to it. Like, I love that version.
Tiny, very, very tiny spin. Very, very tiny spin. I'm a huge, I love that. I really wish that he could have went much bigger. Right. And for longer.
Right.
But yeah, he was mighty close on that. I don't care what nobody says.
Exactly. Yeah, he got, man, like, I know Stevie was like, man, like, bruh.
Mm-hmm.
Like, you.
Oh, but I love you.
I done heard plenty of remakes.
Wasn't it Stevie Wonder that sued Robin Thicke? No, that was Marvin Gaye's estate.
Nah, that was Marvin
Gaye's estate. Yeah,
that's a whole
nother story.
That's a whole podcast right there.
That's a whole nother story.
That's a whole podcast.
That's a whole nother topic. Like literally,
that's a whole nother podcast.
I didn't think that song sounded that similar.
We have to break that one down.
Oh, no. Anyway. I didn't think it sounded that similar until I actually put them on, and it does. Like,
well, that's when I found out, because Greg Street, not Greg Street, but whoever was in the afternoon, Tiggle, somebody, I can't remember, but they put the songs on top of each other.
Oh boy!
And although the words was in, I was like, oh, sorry, bro, I ain't got you. You know what I'm saying? So I mean, this Donnell Jones was. I said that to say it was much closer than that.
Oh, I got you. Yeah,
like way. Mm-hmm.
Now, I'm gonna tell y'all, this is where I want to be. Is probably one of the most honest songs ever written for a man.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? Like, it's certain things that we want to say, and we cannot. We are not to say, like, we cannot say them. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's one of those. That song is one of those songs. Like, thank you. You know what I'm saying? Like, we really want. Sometimes we want to say things, but we can't. We can't express them. Like I
Well,
feel like Babyface writes songs in a way where women will really be drawn to him, which is what he's supposed to do, right? But at some point, like artists like Kim and Donnell Jones, they write songs that women can, that they want to like them, but men can really relate to them because they really want to say these things. So, but that's one of those songs, man. But I remember a lot of women, a lot of arguments. There's a lot of women arguing about whether or not he was right, he was wrong, or I hate him, but they still bumping the album. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's a great song.
I mean, but you can't. I feel like sometimes this is where like us as women. I'm not trying to be a traitor on my gender, but I feel like sometimes like this is where we mess up. Like we ask for you to communicate. We ask for you to be transparent. But I feel like we ask for that in hopes that you'll say what we want you to say. Because when they're open and they're transparent and they communicate, it's like you shut down. Like it's been plenty of times where it's just like, what's wrong? What you want to talk? I like even myself, like it's like, what's wrong? Let's talk about it. I'm like, nah, I don't want to talk about it. But then the minute you just to yourself and you're not talking, I'm like, well, why don't you talk to me? Why don't you open up? It's just like, so with that song, like it was just like you want him to be honest and transparent, but you never thought he was gonna be saying I love you, but I'm still trying to go out here in these streets and see like what's out there before I commit to you. Like it's kind of it's a hard pill to swallow. I will be honest.
Well, my first problem that I have with it, let's go to the very top here. Go to the beginning. I just left my baby girl a message.
Trash, yeah.
Strike one. Strike one. Don't leave me no message talking about you ain't coming home. We need to talk about this. I need to hear the tone of your voice. I need to hear what's going on. I need to hear the surroundings. Or were you at the club? Who is that woman in the background? Sound like she about 4 octaves away. She's not socially distant. What's going on? I need to know that. Second of all, I'd rather leave than to cheat. Is there potential that you want to cheat and that's why you're leaving?
Wow, she
went
down and wrote
every single line. With every line of the song.
But this is where I feel him. This is where it gets a little like, okay. He says, there's a lot of lust inside of me, and we've been together since our teenage years. Here's the thing. I feel for him on that because he's saying right there, I haven't had a lot of experience. I don't know what's out there.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? I don't know what's out there. That still would have got me. He could have came back. I really don't mean to hurt her, but I need some time to be alone. You're not trying to be alone. You're trying to be with somebody. You trying to.
Well, no.
Say the only thing you're missing is a red pen.
See, but listen.
So this whole thing has me cracking up that she's first line by line.
She's been waiting for this moment since she was 13.
Yeah, she get his payback for her. It's payback.
So she done broke down
payback.
All of this. She did rhythm and breakdown when she was 13. She already had. I'm ready for this one.
So let's go back down the list. Strike one. Do not leave me no message. Strike two. Don't tell me that you horny and you want to go mess with other girls because we.
No, he did not say anything about being horny. He did not say that.
He said it in a different way. He said it a different way.
There's a lot of lust inside of me, and we've been together since our teenage years. I really don't mean to hurt her, but I need some time to be alone. What part of that is you being alone with?
But listen, but no. Here's what he's saying though, because being alone doesn't necessarily mean that you actually alone. He wants to be able to go out and do his thing, but
he's not ready for commitment.
Right. So
he wants to sow his royal oats.
Right. Some people who are dating still feel alone. Because they don't really have that love. They don't have that
love. Say it again.
At home. You know what I'm saying? So they still feel alone.
Wow. Woo!
So he's going to feel alone because he know that love that he has at home is not, when he goes out, it's not going to really fulfill him. But he's on the journey to try to find, something else.
Well, you go and sow them raw oats and wait for them to grow.
Hey, we all make choices in life. I'm angry. You know,
come back
and
later.
he decided to
call me an excuse.
You know, to go out there and be in that world. But I'm gonna tell y'all right now, those who were dating in 2021, do not try that.
Please don't.
If you got somebody at the crib,
just hold on.
Find out how you're gonna fix that. I don't know what you're gonna do.
Listen, I will always tell people, friends of mine who are married, whatever. I'm like, you really feel like you cannot make it work? Like, do you really feel? Are they beating you? Is it emotional abuse?
Right.
Did they put their hands on you or your kids?
Figure it out.
If not, then hey, work it out.
Ain't nothing. I swear, ain't nothing out here. You gonna leave your housewife for a streetwalker,
girl?
For a streetwalker.
Hey, listen.
She's for the street. She's for the street.
A great gospel group once said, "Work it out."
Gosh. Wait.
Work it out.
That's a gospel song. I cannot. Like, seriously. I cannot. You put a gospel song. Like,
I felt that.
Literally.
There's so many people that really think the grass is greener, but if you've been dating somebody since your teenage years,
right,
the world has changed so much. Since we were teenagers, like it has changed since we were 25, 26 years old. So just imagine, being with somebody since your teenage years, and then all of a sudden, like, you like seeing all of this new booty walk in and all kind of stuff. I mean, I'm just thinking like a man, whatever. I don't know.
Well, we know why the grass is greener, right? Because it's more manure over there. That's why the grass is greener.
Exactly.
No, that's right.
Hey, bro, you my man nice right there, bro.
Y'all is preaching tonight. What is going on? Why is y'all preaching so much tonight?
For real.
I thought he was about to say sometimes it's fake, and that's true too. Like it's just it's a facade.
Oh, everything. A lot of it is fake. A lot of it is fake nowadays.
But you're right. Hey, Ted, you're right though. Ted, you're right. He was trash from leaving that message. He definitely you can't be out here leaving messages like that, dog. I'm just saying.
Exactly.
I can't.
He would have definitely
okay. You got to kind of face the music. You know what I'm saying?
You can't break up with someone on a voicemail. Like that's a special place in hell.
That's a no.
Right.
Like,
that's an F boy move.
That is literally that is me being at your house trying to figure out what you thought.
Or trying to figure out how many tires I can flash before the insurance company pay for them.
You just got to do 3 tires.
But
three, yeah, that's what I heard. Because 4 they'll pay for.
If you do all 4, the insurance will cover it. Yeah.
But this you guys
gotta do 3 tires. Y'all don't calculate this out.
I got a question though.
Calculated it out.
Wow. So what do y'all? So is this song? I think we discovered whether or not he was wrong or right. Like, was he just wrong, or was it just something that, like, honestly, if somebody was really in this situation, should they do this? Like, besides the message part, is this something that they should be doing? Just going out there and just sowing their oats, or because I understand the part that Tay is saying about, hey, we've been together since our teenage years, but even though we've been together since our teenage years, shouldn't we just at least try to see if we can figure this out? And or should that person just say, hey, you know what? I don't know if I'm going to be able to love this person as much as I love them going forward without seeing what else is out there. Like, is that something that they should do? Or should they just stay with the
honesty? Mm-hmm. I appreciate his honesty. I really, like Jay said, like I really appreciate the fact that he is being honest. He's not like, so he say. He ain't doing it before. You know what I'm saying? Whatever the case is.
But should he do it though?
He said,
is it right?
Well, this is the thing where I say sometimes it's not the message, sometimes it's the delivery. Because he's saying if you go to the hook, when you love someone, you just don't treat them bad. That's acknowledgement. You know that you're treating her wrong. You know that you're wrong.
Right.
Because you're acknowledging that you love her, but you're treating her bad. So, how I feel so sad now that I want to leave. That's a choice. Okay. So she's crying her heart to me. You're visibly seeing that this is breaking her apart.
Right.
So even that is not enough for you not to leave you. This is somebody that is wholeheartedly in love with you, at least to the point where she is broken. How could you let this be? I just need time to see where I want to be. Okay. Jay acknowledged in the video, in the visual, he came back because he realized that there was nothing else out there. However, it's like you took this lady through all of this and you still came back. How do I know you're not gonna feel like this every 2 years?
See, that's the thing though, right? Like, how do you know that this ain't gonna happen again?
I mean,
that's just one of them things though. But I guess true love, I guess, you know, if you really love this person, you'll take them back, right?
No, hold on.
Self-love is the best love. Sometimes.
Right.
Like, you know,
Hello.
Love puts up with all things and endures all things.
See,
the love of Christ.
Like, see, this is what I'm saying. This is when you always get biblical on me, light skin. I understand that. Okay, light skin #1 producer. I get it and I hear that. But like, for some of us who have not reached that level of tranquility and understanding, like me personally, I would literally, like, it's going to take a lot of trust for you to take that person back. You're going to have a lot of faith in them to take that person back. And my problem with this song and with this video is when you look at the video, I'm a visual person. When you look at the video, like as soon as he finished having intercourse with that other girl, like while she was sleeping and he was sitting on the bed, he just had a face of just regret for what he just did. So in my mind, you put me through all of this and you still regretted it. And then what made it even worse, this is something that quite a few men have, like, it's hard for them to picture you with another man. It's like, wait, I'm supposed to go out here and find something, not you, because he see her having dinner at what looked like to be a very nice restaurant, and he all on the window. It was like Shea Maurice. You know, when Tina had went out to dinner with the other dude, and Martin came in there singing and all that. It's like, well, why are you with someone else? No, I'm supposed to be seeing what's out there, not you. You're supposed to be at home crying and depressed because I'm not with you. And then what happened? He banging on the window crying. Oh, when you love someone, nah, bro.
Oh, now you sad.
Right, now keep that energy that you had when you left me that voicemail. Keep that same energy that you had, because she better than me. She left with him, but I would have been like, I'm about to go back in here. I'm going to order my dessert a la carte. And I'm gonna figure it out, because like I where was all of this energy? And that's the problem that I have. Wrong, not me. Nope, sorry.
I feel like we're about to start hearing price tags pretty soon.
Because and I think the person in the video was like the founder of FUBU or Baby Fat or something like that. Like, it was somebody big. Like, see.
So hey Trim, I got a question for you though, Doug.
What's up?
What if this was a man? No, what if what if it was a woman that wrote this?
They would have been like, yes.
Do you think though?
Yes.
But do you think though? Do you think that a man?
They would have been like, yes. You did that.
But hold up. But would you think that a man would go back to the woman?
Nope.
No, because of his pride, because of the
y'all got too much ego.
Is a bigger.
That's true.
A bigger devil than any hurt that could ever come. Just like what Jay was saying, the potential, and I'm not saying that this is all men, but the potential of a man cheating on a woman. Okay, let's say the equivalent of one person a woman cheats on her significant other with is the equivalent to about 10 women. Okay,
oh man, yeah,
we could cheat one time, and y'all is ready to jump off of a bridge. I mean, or push us off one. Okay, that's something y'all probably never will forgive. Okay, if a woman went out and said, I just want to say, you know, because she's been with him since their teenage years too. Mm-hmm. She's been with him that long as well. So we don't know what her thought process is, but the fact that she is so broken up about this indicates that she doesn't have the mutual feeling. Mm-hmm. So I just personally feel like, even if this is a woman saying, you know, when you love someone, you just don't treat them bad. We've been together all this time. It's automatically assumed that this man is doing something wrong. I agree with you. Like, something he's not doing right. He's not putting out. He ain't making enough money. He ain't doing this. He ain't doing that. That's automatically assumed. With the woman, he just like sounds so passionate. Just like, we've been together so long, and I mean, it sounds very cleaned up.
It's still a pig, but it
You know
still
what I'm
got
saying?
makeup on it. Like at the end of the day, it's still a pig.
Exactly.
That's still a pig.
Exactly. It's still a pig. It's both of them is going to be perceived according to your perception. Women are probably going to be like, okay, sis, period. Give her that, like, dead.
All I know, if this was a woman, she wouldn't have been wrong.
She ain't wrong for that. She ain't wrong for that. She just told her how he felt. She just told him how she felt.
First of all,
she was out there sowing her royal oats.
No. First of all, they don't even say that. They don't even say that about women. Like they don't be like, "Oh, she's out there sowing her royal oats." For a woman, is she's a hoe. For a man, is he's sowing his royal oats. Like, get out of here. Like, let's
keep it real. No, it's the same thing. It's the same thing.
Yeah.
They were
both
doing
the same thing.
He's
not royal. He was just a man in Manhattan.
Those are oats.
He was just a man in Manhattan.
Actually, it was Queens.
Listen, you ain't
Queens.
I'm not really excited about the second one, but okay, let's go.
Yeah, I don't know about the second one yet, so I got. It's something I gotta see.
I saw Rotimi and Tiana Taylor. I was like, oh god.
No shade to Tiana Taylor though, because that's my girl.
I love her. No. I just love her. It was the Rotimi and Tiana Taylor together. I was like, what's going on? Wesley Snipes in there with some dreads with a lace front. What y'all trying to do?
I know for about
what is going on.
Shout out to Donnell Jones making one of the most and just shout out to the young lady, the sweet little
yes, I told me to her.
Shout out to her because she had to hear that song over and over and over and over again.
Oh, honey, that radio I would have rolled in the car in silence.
You had to relive the moment every day.
Couldn't have did it.
I'm sure.
I think they have a kid together, don't
royalties or something.
Because they were married.
Was she? Were they?
I hope so.
That would make me feel. That would make me feel better. That would make me feel better.
Royalties, right?
Yeah, royalties always make you feel better.
See, were they married?
I don't think so.
I don't know.
Oh, it was just a relationship.
Yeah, I think it was his relationship that he was in. I don't think he was married.
Dang, that's messed up.
But speaking of songs, I want to know, and me and Tay had a discussion before we recorded. But I wanted to hear y'all top 5 love songs of all time, and I was expressing to Tay. It's very tough. It was a very tough. I played myself on this one because
you did.
Songs are they're like my babies. Like I can't choose. Like the top 5 love songs. It's so many. It's so many. Mm. But
I was upset that you even did this. I'm just gonna be honest with you right now.
I you know what it is? I like to hear. I really do like to hear where your mindset is at times. I love music, so I want to always hear like where your mindset is with music, like. Because with R&B music, these songs mean a lot to people. You know what I'm saying? You got experiences, with them, connections with them. So I want to hear like what's important to you. You know what I mean? Even though Jay, you're so lovely and annoying at the same time, I still want to understand where where your headset is, your headspace is, you know what I'm saying? So
did this man say I am lovely and annoying at the same time?
Yeah,
it's okay. That just shows that you love me. It's like the you ever see the Sour Patch commercial where they all sweet and they start cutting the hair. Did this grown man just refer to me as a Sour Patch? Yeah, you're a Sour Patch.
Yes, he did.
If I had feelings, I would be offended. But.
Yes. So you know what? I'm not gonna start with Tay because I'm gonna be petty and start with Tay. I'm not gonna do that. I'm gonna start with Kenneth. I'm gonna start with Trent.
Okay, light skin. He's gonna the watch on there.
Give me your top. Give me your super producer, man. Give me your top. Give me your top 5.
My top 5 love songs. Number 1, I put "Adore" by Prince. Come on now.
I knew a Prince song was gonna be in there somewhere.
Prince, come on. I don't know why you playing. I don't know why you playing, Jay. You like some Prince. Come on.
I do.
Come on now. Exactly.
I like "I Would Die for You." I love that song.
Ooh.
Yeah.
But
Adore was
okay. Okay.
All right. So I got "Adore" for Prince because that's That's the song, man. That's the song. I got a little bit of memory with that one. I remember playing that to my wife at the time when we were dating, and I was in a room and he played that, and just playing some Prince music, and that stood out and that stuck, and that I was able to see later on, like, you know, as I became married, exactly like, you know, what he was saying in the lyrics in that song. So that stood out to me. So that was pretty good. The second one I put Thinking Out Loud by Ed Sheeran. That was
I can't believe I didn't put these on my list.
That was another moment. That was another moment me and my wife, you know, shared with that song. So that was pretty good. I put number 3, Anytime for Brian McKnight. When he busts down, still got your pictures in the frame. Hey. That was it. He rolls the voice up on that one. He was saying calm, but then he just rolls the voice up, and I'm like, oh, snap.
I'm sorry.
He's trying to let you know how serious he is.
I'm not a big Brian McKnight fan. Oh my god.
Oh, you don't like Brian? Oh my god.
Yo, I'm so sorry.
This is the equivalent to the Tony Braxton.
I was about to say that is the equivalent to Tay and Tony. Oh my god.
That's a story. What's wrong with that? Why you don't like Brian?
I don't know, bro. I don't know.
Are you kidding me?
I don't know.
Do I ever cross your mind?
I like that song. I like that song.
Honestly, I heard he like, you know, he's like, he's got a like attitude or something like that. That's what I heard. I mean,
he is gorgeous.
Of course you heard that.
Just hearsay. Just hearsay.
Oh my god.
I'm sorry, Trip. I didn't mean to cut you off.
I'm not gonna put
I just had to, like, when I heard Brian McKnight, I was like, know about that, son.
I want to hear nothing more about me and Tony Braxton ever again.
I should have put 7 whole days on there. Just
This is terrible.
All right, my bad. Number 4, I put Giving You the Best That I Got. Anita Baker.
That's Anita?
Oh
man,
thank you, Trim. Thank you.
That was.
Something I can give you.
That's another song. That was another song with me and my wife. That was nice. That was real nice.
Said, in exchange for everything you gave to me.
Yo,
that's my song.
Auntie, I love Auntie Anita. I promise you, I love you to death. If you listen and watching, I don't care how you got to me.
And she still sounds the same. Like,
I love
literally.
you.
I swear.
So much.
Of course, classic.
I love her so much.
They had some recordings. Real quick, Trim. I'm sorry. They had a recording of her singing on stage, and I'm just thinking, like, it sounds just like the music.
Mm-hmm. Literally.
I swear, like, it's so clean.
That's when people can sing. That's when singers were really singing.
Auntie Anita, we love you.
There wasn't no like, you know, no effects or anything done on the vocals. That was her. All of her.
Genuine talent.
Man, I love you.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. Go ahead.
Yeah.
All right, my last one, Promise from Jagged Edge. That was my wife's favorite song. And so that was definitely.
Can I tell y'all something funny? I'm not a Jagged Edge fan.
What? Oh God!
Look, she took the
Tay,
title.
What's wrong with you? You just
look. Listen, she took the title. She took the unpopular belief back with her home. I don't have it anymore. I got. Listen. She got it.
What's wrong with you? Why Tay? Why you don't like Jagged Edge?
I don't know. I mean, they just don't move me. It seems like they were so basic. Like, you know,
wait, hold on.
Like a high pitch.
So, like, what do you do when you at a party and where the party at come on? Like, I don't get it. What?
That's what you know how you can like a song and not like the group? Like Toni Braxton, I love a majority of her 90s and early 2000s songs. I love her songs. I'm not a fan of person.
What did she do to you? What did they do to you?
Toni Braxton, I hate Tony Part 2. Let's go.
No, we cannot. Like, I am still on Jagged Edge. Like, I love Jagged Edge.
I just feel like they never move me. Now I'll tell you who does me. Who sits them down. Okay, let me let y'all go on with y'all.
Right. But hey, that was a good list. I like that one. I like that list. Jay,
Nice.
what you
Very
got?
nice.
What you got?
I'm just so in disbelief by this Jagged Edge. Like I can't.
Sorry.
Like,
I'm
bro,
sorry.
like they
I
was
just can't
professing
tell you.
love for this girl. It was like he can love you like I love you, baby. You know it's true. Like
I just imagine all four of them around one mic, just like really like.
I'm so okay. I can't.
I just can't.
Wait. Can I add one more?
Oh, we doing
Although
bonuses?
we've come to the end of the road, still I can't let it go.
Holy high?
Off that Cool It High soundtrack. That Cool It High. Just gonna let it go.
Yo. Oh man. I'm sorry.
Okay, so on that note, I'm gonna get off. We go snatch this wig off and go get in the bed. And
what you got?
Yeah.
What you got, Jazz?
I'll talk to y'all next time we record if I decide to come back.
Man.
Thank you very much.
Please.
Anyway.
Go, Jay. We waiting, girl. You got this.
Don't patronize me. I see this shit laughing
You
at
got
me.
this too.
Anyway, when you're done.
I'm done. We done.
I'll wait. Like a teacher. I'll wait.
Thank you. Okay. My list. Freaking hate y'all.
But it was this for me. You took it all the way back to 5th grade.
Because that's what my teacher, Miss Jordan, used to do. Like, rest in peace, Miss Jordan. That was my teacher. Okay, for real. Okay, my list. So number 1, I have "Because I Love You" by Lenny Williams.
Oh
yeah, that's on my list too. Yep.
Yes, my ex sang that to me on stage. Anyway, okay. "For You" by Kenny Lattimore.
Wow.
Okay. "I Believe in You and Me" by Whitney Houston. I feel like I really love that song because it brings like the faith into the relationship.
Yeah.
I believe we gonna make it, like all of that. "Love Is You" by Chrisette Michele. And "Ooh Ah" is by Robert Glasper with Music Soul Child and Chrisette Michele.
That's a good one. That's a good one.
A really beautiful song. Yes.
I like that too list because it's some really like different. You know what I'm saying? Not the average songs. I like it.
The common ones.
Music Soul Child can sing anything to me. He can sing the ingredients on the back of a macaroni box, and I'll be okay. I forgot about his song.
He don't get enough props, man. He don't get enough props.
He really does not. Like, he got some
not.
really good ones. Like, seriously,
he really does.
Yeah.
Ted, what you got? I'm loving. I'm going to hear this one.
Y'all like really aren't gonna down me about this Jagged Edge forever. So let me reveal myself. Let me redeem myself. So "I'll Make Love to You" by Boyz II Men.
Oh,
I had "I Love You" by Lenny Williams. Whitney Houston, "I'll Always Love You," and also I had to partner that with "If I Don't Have You" by Whitney Houston.
Yeah, okay.
"Don't You Remember," which is also called "Superstar" by Luther Vandross.
Oh,
yeah. Here and Now by Luther Vandross. Now this one, even though I don't know, they can't sing it the same like they used to, but Casey and JoJo had "All My Life." I know this is more than 5. I'm sorry. Babyface, "Every Time I Close My Eyes."
Wait, hold on. I bet she keep it going like she
right. She listen. Before we recorded, she said, "Clint, I couldn't choose.
I couldn't choose 5. How
could
we do that to the Black community, to the music community?
Wait, hold on now. We're not about to bring us the Black community into it. Like that.
We need our music. Right. We need to pay homage. Whitney Houston, R.I.P. The last one, like Trim just reminded me, "Giving You the Best That I Got." Just how she started out. It's just like, it's just, please, you don't have to give me nothing in exchange for nothing. Okay, you can just do whatever. It's fine. That's my list right there.
Real quick about your list, I have like an issue with like one song on your list.
Uh-oh.
"All My Life" by like Casey and JoJo.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was one of those.
Like
It was
that.
cliche. It was cliche.
All my life.
No, only reason I chose All My Life is because so we talked about the Donnell Jones song.
Mm-hmm.
That was my breakup song. This was our song that we like committed to like being our song. Which you're right, Jeff.
Mm.
I mean, it's not. I don't hate this song, but it's kind of one of those.
It's cliche. It's movie like
good song, but it's kind of like it's a good song, but I can skip over it. Like it's not.
Yeah.
Like
I can hear you on that one.
Yeah.
Look, I can, but I like it though. But I see what you're saying on that, Jay. I can understand what you're saying.
But yeah, okay.
Yeah, I crossed that one out too.
Your list was dope.
Okay.
This was dope.
Thank you.
Yeah, Casey and JoJo didn't throw it down until they started saying, I can't leave you
alone.
Yeah.
They didn't start throwing. They didn't start when they started trying to go when they tried to start going together and left Devontae and the other one. Y'all should have kept them.
Mr.
You know my part.
Kept them with
Mr.
them.
My house is my car.
We'll heat up you.
I don't care what nobody says.
You can't have it
want to hear.
all.
All I want to watch them do. They don't have to sing another note. All they have to do is perform with Martin again.
Oh,
that is really the top 5. But hold on. So I like follow like the Martin like page on Instagram. That scene was like not even supposed to be in there. Like Martin,
really?
That whole scene. Because if you look at the part where Martin was like, ooh yeah, and like
he started laying back.
Who's the one that? Oh yeah, like we're ooh yeah, better give a dog a bone. Like if you look at Kate, which one dated Mary J. Blige? That's Casey.
Casey.
Like if you look when him and Martin is going back and forth with the ooh yeah, like
he
was gonna keep getting back because he was like ooh yeah. That whole scene right there was not part of the show. Like,
but then they came back. They came back with "Baby I."
Yes.
Say, oh, y'all thought we was done. Classic. I would tell Netflix if y'all putting anything anywhere, put Martin somewhere. Hulu, Netflix.
Yes.
If y'all listening.
We gotta do. I'm gonna do a whole podcast on Martin. Man. I got
you.
We can.
Literally. I'm so here for it.
Yo, that boy Martin was a clown. But anyway, I'm gonna get through my list real quick. So when I chose my list, I was like, you know what? I'm gonna try to go away from my top singers. Like Anita's my top, Luther's my top, Stephanie Mills my top. I said, you know, I'm gonna go a little different. So my first song is "Cry for You" by Jodeci.
Oh, wow.
Wow.
Like, man, like, baby, I'm begging, baby. I'm like, man, like that song. It says a lot, like to like the way I felt, at least at that time when I was dating somebody. Mm-hmm. So, "Beauty" by Drew Hill.
Mm-hmm. You know what? And you know, Mama J said that song. She was like, "I like that song. Put that on your list." I was like, "No, I'm not putting it on my list."
Listen, I was in the car the other day, and Tay was looking at me like I was crazy when that song came on. Woo.
Because Cisco put so much energy into walks by me every day.
Her love all the same.
Man.
A woman that stolen my heart.
What?
And beauty.
Drew Hill to me is they in that top 10 with me.
They don't get enough credit either. They don't get enough credit.
They don't. They was getting up there with. They was getting up there with.
I love them.
They was getting up there. They was getting up there with Jodeci.
Oh yeah,
they were.
Listen,
getting up there with Jodeci.
It's an argument to say that they might be better than Jodeci. That is.
I will say this. Now we're not gonna do that because I don't feel like that. I feel like that there is enough room because they're so traditionally different. Like Jodeci was nasty. They had a little raunchy side to them, just a little bit of.
They did.
You know, they wore a lot of leather. You know,
and they did crack. Like how badder can you get? They was naked, hot and sweaty, and did crack. Like that's just bad boy all over.
That man was riding on somebody on another man's neck.
Right.
Who? What? Say what? What happened?
What?
What is this? What?
JoJo. Casey was so drunk or so
Oh,
low.
yeah.
And he riding the right tomorrow. Let me get one of them chicken wings. And they gave him a chicken wing. And he just kept riding on that man's neck. I was like,
Where was this?
now how high do you have to be to ride on another man's neck?
He was on the back of like a security guard's neck or somebody.
He was holding him like this. He was holding
through a crowd.
Like Dave Chappelle on when he did Diddy. When he was on top of his security guard's neck.
Take that. Yeah. Absolutely just like that.
Just like that. But here's the thing though. I think time has proven that that Drew Hill is better than Jodeci. Just time.
Drew Hill had a variety.
I love Drew Hill, and I think I'm more of a Drew Hill fan than a Jodeci fan.
Myself.
Because I don't know, like I just feel like it's probably because I had like the OD crush on Cisco. Don't judge me. I don't care what y'all say. But I don't know. It was something about, and then after watching the interview that Cisco did with Kev on stage, and that other part, like him talking about like being one of the first artists to own his likeness, being one of the first artists to talk about royalties, being one of the first artists to talk about like how he bought that dragon symbol for it to be for Drew Hill and for it to be like he was always for Drew Hill. Like people were coming at him like he wants to be lead singer. He was like, I never felt like it was Cisco. Like I was always for Drew Hill. And I feel like that, and then like even as he talks about like he gives a lot of education, because in that interview like he was like he wanted to have his note. Like there's just certain artists, when Luther Vandross does that, that's Luther Vandross. When Whitney Houston does her run, like that's Whitney. For him it was that that scream that he does, like he wanted his signature. He wanted his signature sound. Like, so I guess just like that, watching that interview made me like love him even more. Like, even though he may be like, oh, they're played out. Like, I don't think of them as played out. Like, I love Drew Hill.
Drew Hill. Listen,
actuality, like
ain't nobody's out singing Drew Hill still.
Right.
No.
To this day.
Yeah,
and all of them can sing. Exactly.
And then he made a valid point. Like he was like, they only had like a few. I think they only put out like what two or three albums or something like that, and then they just stopped. Like they because Woody left the group, and then they even tried to bring old dude in, but it still was missing. That originality that it had when it was just the four of them. Like that energy with just those four. Like it just something was just like real different.
I didn't know Woody left the group.
Yeah.
Yo, do you know when Woody left the group the first time when they did Wild Wild West with Will Smith? And I went back and watched the video, and if you like look really close, Woody is nowhere in the video.
Listen,
they put the dude that does the Wild Wild West to make
that song. I would have left the group too.
Wait a minute, it
was a sign of them crossing the road. It was like literally you like in the middle of the
I love that song.
It was like, look, they like Tay, they about to cross over, right? No. What he like? Wait a minute, hold up. I see y'all later. We ain't doing that. I check y'all. I'm standing over here.
Y'all didn't like that? Wild West? I love Wild Wild West, and the choreography was so cute.
Jazz.
Hey, listen.
I've always
first of all, you put a
Jazz,
dude that's 4'11" and a cowboy hat, and have him to dance and trot around. I would leave the group as well.
A great producer once said, no.
I love Wild Wild West.
No.
I'm gonna share the video.
Even the movie was so goofy. Like
I love the movie. What? Are y'all
Jazz?
kidding?
No, you didn't. You didn't say you liked that movie. Jazz.
What?
You know that movie got so much backlash. Come on now.
What's wrong?
Whatever you drinking right now, please put it.
The movie was horrible.
It's water, high quality H2. Oh, what's wrong?
You got. Listen, you got a Bill Cosby special in there. Or something. I don't know what you got, man.
That movie was horrible. No. It was bad.
It didn't make any sense.
They didn't coup their money back for that
no
one.
Sense.
They broke even.
I don't think they copped it.
They don't even show that on TV. That ain't nowhere to be found.
They don't show that. Yeah.
And low key, they owe me for emotional distress. I swear I'm suing them. I'm suing them.
Oh,
do you really?
song.
Do you
like,
realize when that movie came out, that's when Will Smith stopped doing these summer big blockbuster things because that was it. That was like, nah.
Yeah,
They're the only
no,
ones
I'm
who
sorry.
got. They're the only ones who got a copy of that movie, Blockbuster.
Right.
I was locked up in the
cannot
storage
believe
again.
this. I gotta put this on. I
Right.
gotta put this on my Instagram.
They got a whole gang of them
Wow.
too. They probably got a
love
whole
that
gang of them too. Once they wasted their money in the movie theaters, they like, nah, sorry, we ain't buying it. We ain't buying the VHS.
Can he
Nah.
auction the thing? Can he auction them out?
It took a while before him to come up with the next movie after that, didn't it?
Yeah,
Will Smith? He had to sit back and rethink that one.
Right, he was like, listen, what am I doing with my career?
I know.
can't do this.
Auntie Bill was at home like, yeah, that's what you get.
Doing
what
the
happened.
big
The
dance.
original.
So you do right by me every movie you make.
Oh my
They
god,
go
I'm
in
so
They
distraught
go in the
right
bucket
now.
with
This is
After Earth.
terrible.
They go in the bucket with After Earth because that was bad.
Oh,
Yeah.
After Earth. Don't even bring it
Oh.
back then, please.
So let me put. I'm gonna
Okay, finish the
this
list. Okay,
real
finish the
quick.
list.
I'm sorry, I
Share
forgot
my
about the
life.
Oh, by
By Kim.
Kim. Oh,
list.
share
Listen.
my life.
Listen,
Share my
Kim, yo, Kim, if you
Yeah,
listening, bro,
girl.
thank you for
Bro.
making the music that you make, homie. Because
I'm gonna say this one time. I don't mean to cut you off, sir, but I have never listened to a Kim album.
you need to treat yourself.
Oh my gosh, hold on.
Right.
You talking about me with Wild Wild West? Are you kidding me?
Yeah, he.
We're learning so much
bashing.
about each other.
Sometimes
Oh,
Trim
and you call
embarrasses
yourself
himself.
a producer?
I just have not heard a Kim album. I'm gonna make that up.
Sometimes he
It's
embarrasses
on my to-do
himself.
list.
You know,
It's on
and
my to-do list. I haven't
Unbelievable.
listened. I haven't. I'm
you ever
sorry.
been around somebody that says something, you right next to them, like, yeah, and they say something, you got
Yeah, and you be like, nah.
you take that big step to the left, and you just get out the
I've
gate
never
like,
seen this man before in my
Whatever.
life.
Right. Who is
Hey,
this?
Lisa
Like,
Butters.
bro, how can you call
listen,
yourself
I'm
a
trying to
producer?
help him out though.
It's on my to-do list. It's on my
Kim-
to-do list. I will
Kim
be
makes me
listening to
want to
some
just
Kim.
be like,
Just hug
just so-
myself. Like, ooh.
yes.
Listen,
And have a
it should
bubble
be
bath.
I've heard him. I
It
just
should
haven't
be
heard his
pay
whole
bills.
album from beginning to end.
pay bills,
I haven't done
listen to
it.
Kim.
Right.
Pay your bills, then go listen to Kim.
Because
Top
tomorrow.
priority.
Light a candle.
Yes.
Light a candle.
Yes,
That'll
you
so-
set
gotta
the
light a
whole-
candle. Light a
Light a
candle.
candle.
And put
And
Reek
go-
in the bed. And do you drink? I don't even know if you drink. Do you drink?
On every blue moon here and
Have
there.
you? Yes. Let this be the blue moon where you have you a nice glass of wine.
And
Do
go
men
back
take
to
bubble
chemistry.
baths?
Ooh.
Do men
to
take bubble
chemistry
baths?
one.
I don't know.
Do
if that's-
chemistry.
Do chemistry
Nah,
and work your way up.
Yeah.
Chemistry and work my way up.
Yes, you gotta start at
Yeah.
chemistry and work
It's
your
like
way up.
watching a series on Netflix. You have to
Exactly.
start at the
Can we at
beginning.
least talk about that? His name does not really spell like chemistry. Like how we got chemistry is just K-E-M.
What
Well, his
you
real
will
name is
not
Kim
do-
though.
His real name is Kim. You will not
What-
sit here and try to come
well,
with this.
K-I-M.
Well,
It's
why?
K-I-M.
And why he put a E?
Because he wanted to keep
Oh
his
no,
real
his
name.
name is K-E-M. His name is K-E-M.
Yeah. So why he put
No,
an
it
E?
is
after-
K-I-M. I thought it was K-I-M.
I
Let
thought
me
it was
look it up.
I thought it was K-E-M too.
No, I think his real name is Kim, but he wanted to keep his name original and keep his name at the same time. So
It's
Okay.
K-E-M. Yeah.
it's K-E-M.
Mm-hmm.
So
His last
boy,
album
that's
is
his
so
name. So.
good.
All right.
It
But
was.
yes,
I'm not
yes.
knocking him. I just said and I've heard him before. I just have not heard the album. From
Treat
beginning
yourself,
to end
bro.
of
I'm
Kim.
telling you.
All right.
Hey, listen.
Even his song with Tony Braxton was really good.
Girl, I literally just heard it for the first time today.
That should sell
Listen.
you on a lot of stuff right there.
Kim,
Wow.
to me, Kim is 2 albums away for me for being one of the greatest to do it.
Mm-hmm.
2 albums away. He's
Like, to do
consistently
what?
made. He's consistently made. I said one of them. He's to be one of the greatest. He's consistently made some some of the best music
Yeah.
that any artist can make. Man, I'm telling you, that's just me. That's
This
just
coming
me.
from a
He's
hip.
real-
This coming from a
he's
hip hop
real R&B
head.
artist.
And this is coming from a hip hop head.
But listen, no, he literally all he has to say to me is, "Yeah, girl,
Right.
Beautiful.
I can go to bed."
He does it.
Yeah, I can go to bed. I can lay down now."
Oh my god.
Here's my last 2.
Okay.
Lately by Tyrese.
Oh, damn, that was a good one.
And man, yeah, Tyrese got some bangers too, by the way.
He definitely does.
And
He
my
just has
last
some
one is
crazy
Love
things.
Ballad. by LTD.
Oh, LTD. I know that's right.
Let me tell you something.
That's all right there.
That boy was back then. He's saying lead and background on that joint. Like he back there with the ad-libs talking to himself, like, yeah, like he was in the studio by himself. He had to be like, ain't nobody else on that song.
I have that song on my phone. Like that song right there is, yeah, you got it. That was a good one. Mm-hmm.
Man. But hey, listen, everybody who's out there celebrating Valentine's Day, put that on your playlist. I think that'll be, it might get you, might get everything, get the mood right. You know what I'm saying? You might be, I don't know. It might be it right there. That was a good list. I think all our songs is pretty good. So, shout out to all the artists that we just mentioned. Because I will be tagging you in the post of this video. I'm just saying.
Shout out to Prince, of course, with Adore, of course.
Yeah, I'm gonna tag Prince too. He gonna get that. He gonna get that alert of heaven like the revolution is here.
The true definition of immortal.
Right. The revolution.
I still gotta go to Paisley Park. That's on my to-do list.
Well, you need to make sure you put Kim on there too, because I'm
tagging everybody in this joint. And I'm with you, Trim, whenever you're ready, dog.
Bet.
And you should put Tyrese. You need to tag Tyrese because he be really emotional, so he be posting.
Hey, listen, I hope it makes him cry.
He got a lot going on.
I hope this post makes Tyrese cry. I'm just saying.
In a good way.
So listen, man. We're gonna get into our topic. I think it's a great topic, man, because I don't know. I've always wondered this. I always wondered, whenever you propose to somebody, is it automatically over? Like, is it just, let's paint the scene, right? You got, the man went out, he wouldn't invited the family. He got he went, actually it's summertime or springtime. He went to the park. You know what I'm saying? He got the family there. He, everybody got the balloons, got the kids. They might have some kids out of, got the kids with him. And he proposes.
Out of wedlock.
Right.
Out of wedlock. That's cold.
And he proposes. He's like, will you marry me? She turns around and says, no, I don't want to marry you. But we're going to go home. We can talk about this at home. I cook some food. We just kick it. And we can talk about, how I feel about you, proposing to me, at this stage in relationship. But I don't really want to marry you right now.
That's funny. It's funny that you mentioned that because when I proposed to my wife at the actual proposal, she didn't say yes. She didn't say no. All she did was just hug me. And then because where I proposed to her at, I took her back to our elementary school and I proposed to her on the in the front of it where they had the benches and everything. And
so sweet.
Yeah. But I ain't gonna tell you the story leading up to that because that was there's a whole nother story.
I know that's right.
But I had set it up to where I made a proposal to her, had candles and everything down there, and I wore a shirt that says, "Will you marry me?" She got to keep the shirt and everything. But yeah, when I did it, she just hugged me, and then I automatically assumed that it was a yes. So we got back in the car. She said, "Oh wait, I didn't say yes or yes or no yet." I said, "Well, what did you choose?" She said, "It's yes."
Hey,
I would think so.
You sound like it too when you said that.
That's crazy.
Hey, with my proposal, let me tell you. So, I flew. Well, her father flew down here because I asked him. He's like, "No, not my baby, no." So, but he was like, "Yeah, I'll be down there." So he came. I went to this place called what's the name of this restaurant? What's the name of the restaurant? I forget.
I need you to know that.
I don't know it, but it's slipping my mind.
Yeah, very vital.
It's not that serious, but anyway. So we get there at the restaurant, and I proposed, asked it. So her father is somewhere in the restaurant racking up a lot of money, about $80 in food. I'm just saying, and so he I think I gave him the ring, and he gave it to the waitress, and they brought it over, and she opened up the thing, and the ring was in there, right? So I opened it up, and I told no, I'm sorry, her father brought the ring over. So he acted like he was a waitress, the waiter, and he came over and brought the ring over. So I got him on knee, asked, "Will you marry me?" And first of all, she started crying because she ain't seen her father in like 3 years at that time. Right? So I said, hey, will you marry me? And she's crying. I was like, listen, is it yes or no? I needed some clarity on this right now. You know what I'm saying? Because you ain't saying nothing. Like I need a yes or no. Because she's sitting there crying. I'm like, everybody in the restaurant was like, oh, and I'm like, listen, she ain't said yes yet. I need an answer. So she eventually said yes, but that I was like, listen, she better not say no. She better say no later. Shoot.
But I had one question, man. Did you have the locks on at the time? Did you have the locks?
No. This is 2010. I thought my locks were like, in 2006.
I can't even imagine you with dreads. That's hilarious.
I'll get a picture for you.
Yeah.
Kenneth was there from almost the beginning of those locks. He was there for almost the beginning.
He was serious about them things, man.
Yeah, but nah, 2010, 2006, I cut him off. But yeah, it was. But I listen. I thought she was going to say. I thought she was going to say no. I'm just saying. But I'm just saying, if a person says no, what do y'all think? Is it a wrap? Or are we just, you know what I'm saying?
Well, I think you gotta really consider. You gotta really ask the question. You gotta really ask the question, like, if it's a no, then what are we doing?
But why would you even I don't feel like, me personally, I wouldn't want my significant other to propose to me unless we had the conversation about marriage. Because in my mind, if you propose and I say no, then that means we obviously have not had the conversation, and you don't know that I don't feel like we're ready for marriage. Okay. However, on the other side of that, if I say no, I don't feel like it should be over. Like, I feel like you should want to know why. Because what if I feel like the reason why is no is because you are irresponsible with the way you spend money? Or if I feel like, it's something that I have an issue that we could work on. Like, it shouldn't just be like, oh, it's no. But also you have to think about it. Just because you get married to just because you propose and get engaged with someone, it doesn't mean that y'all have to get engaged it doesn't mean y'all have to get married the next day.
Exactly.
Like, y'all could spend that time in between the engagement and the wedding. Because I could be wrong. Married people, let me know. But, should that not be the point in time where y'all are working on the blueprint and foundation of making it for a successful marriage? You mean you're asking in the stage of being engaged and the wedding? Okay, so we know that we love each other, and this person I want to spend the rest of my life with. I can't live without this person. We've been dating for this period of time. I know you're good, you're bad, you're indifferent, and I still love you regardless. Now we're engaged. We need to be between the engagement and the wedding. We need to be going to therapy. We need to be going therapy and counseling, church and outside of, and we need to be setting up the blueprint and talking things out as to, the marriage and stuff like that. Or wait, no, that may be stuff that you discussed before you get engaged, right? Like what type of marriage you would want, right? Yeah, I think that it's a few things. I know before you get married, you definitely, in that dating stage, you definitely need to know exactly what the mindset of the person is, in terms of marriage. You need to know okay, well, do they really want to get married? When do they want to get married? So that way I know, when to buy the ring and stuff like that. But yeah, to answer your question, you should know. And dating is the time frame where you're asking those questions
maybe around the third, between 3. Because, well, me personally, some people want to be married at the third. I don't know, but between the third 3 to 5 years, by then you should really know exactly like how's this going to go. Mm-hmm. And then during that process, though, you should know whether or not you're going to marry that person. Then in the engagement part is probably more about counseling. Mm-hmm. Because if it's between 3 to 5 years, you still don't know this person, you might as well call that a wrap. You know what I'm saying? Like, it doesn't make any sense to even try to propose, especially if you don't know them like that. So yeah. I mean, I think that it starts during the dating, courting. It looks like I got a little unstable. Y'all can hear me? Y'all can hear me? No?
I hear you.
Yeah, I hear
you. Okay. So
hear you.
Yeah, courting.
Yeah.
Courting is the time frame when you start to get, to prepare for the marriage. And then engagement will be like really making sure everything is solid. Then you get married. That's how I see
it. Excuse me. Throat.
Got a frog in the chat? I mean, you got something to say?
No, I'm just going back to the point of the engagement. So your scenario was like, and this is just, maybe I'm a jerk, maybe it'll come out the right way, maybe it'll come out like I intended to be said. But if they went through so much hell to make sure that it was like a really good thing for you, like your family is there, maybe I'm wrong, but to save that person that embarrassment, I would say yes there. And then later on talk about like, I can't believe blind. I mean, I just don't know I wouldn't feel comfortable letting somebody down. They put all of that emphasis. If we were alone and I didn't feel like I wanted to be married, like I just don't understand the point of dating if you don't intend to get married. Or what's the point of like, I don't want no quick sham of a wedding. That's always been my problem.
I think it's but it's just because, but no doesn't have to mean no, I don't want to marry you. It could also mean no, not right now. But I feel like some people take the no as like, no, I don't ever want to marry you.
Finality.
Like, yeah, like this. I saw a proposal online and like the dude went all out. Like they were by the water. He had like the heart in the shape of like flowers, a red carpet runway, candles, roses down there, and like he got on one knee and proposed, and like all their friends and family was like recording, and she was like, I'm sorry. She was like, but I can't. Like, I'm sorry, I can't. And they broke down. He was just like, what do you mean? Like he was shocked. He was like, what do you mean? And she was just like, I can't. I'm sorry. And he was just like, he walked away. So it looked like she was like, I can't marry you, but it looked like she wanted to talk more about it. But he just was so upset and in his feelings that he just was like, what do you mean? And went off on a whole tangent. And I mean, that's where the video ended. But
I mean,
let's not downplay the feelings or the sensitivity of a man, the pride, the ego that we talked about earlier.
Absolutely.
You know what I'm saying? Like, I just can't see. Well, first of all, like Jay said, if we are at this stage where you're proposing to me, we've already should have had this conversation. Exactly. There should be like no decisions made on my behalf saying, oh, well, I want to marry you, but we haven't talked about marriage, but I'm sure you want to marry me too. Like the feeling, like that is a conversation, because we're not only talking about how you spend money, we're not talking about how you pay your bills.
Yep. I
mean, it's so much that's factored in how you talk to children, how you treat your mama. Like, do you have consistent work? Are you controlling? Like, are you abusive? That takes longer than some 6 months for some people.
Well, let me ask you this question then, though. So let's just say in this scenario, it's more, so let's say in this scenario, they have talked about it and they've had the conversation, everything's lining up to the part where, the time frame where he can propose, right? Or she. Some of y'all acting real weird these days. I'm just saying, some of y'all.
Ain't no way in the world.
Yeah, ain't no way. I wish I would get on my man. and ask some man, will you marry me? What? Ain't no way in hell. I'm sorry.
Y'all some weirdos out there. I'm just saying. That's just,
no,
that's just
I'm not getting on that.
Every time I see somebody do that, I just be looking at the video just like this.
You've never seen it?
I've never seen it.
It's out there. In every video, I'm just sitting there looking like, now what is so good about this man that you feel like you gotta get down on your ashy knee and propose to this man?
Hey, it's one of those videos you need glasses.
So proud.
Yes,
like, you need glasses. Like,
put your head down.
Do you know when Chrissy had proposed to Jimmy on Love and Hip Hop? Like I loved him, but when I saw that, I was just like, this just looks so wrong. And the fact that he sat there in the chair and was like, yeah. You know he from Harlem, so they don't really. He just
I did. And it's like I felt like.
Hold on, that's not even to add insult to injury. She went through all of this, proposed to him. They ended up not getting married. She went to Miami with her girl. She living it up because she need time. And he come and like he didn't even really like propose to her. Like he just was like,
you know what it is.
Right? He was like,
you know what it is.
So you say you want to get married?
Not ruin that for me.
I'm gonna let my hand fall off.
What made it even worse is she cried because she thought it was so. She was like,
okay, 8 years later. Okay, let's be real.
They're still not married.
They still ain't married for real.
No, they wear the ring.
This man has dragged her through the mud. Okay, drug her through the mud. Then she proposed to him. Well, I guess he ain't gonna propose to me. So, like, you look so stupid. Put your hand down. Put your hand down. Get up. I would never let my friend no.
I would not support that. I would not. So let me tell you something. I could not support that. Like, and she didn't get on her knee, but I have seen women get on their knee, one knee, and propose.
Will you? If you don't put your hand down, I
could not let a woman propose to me. It would feel so wrong. It would feel so wrong.
Yeah, I would feel funny. You put the ring on me.
Yeah,
it's like the meaning.
Did the rose just?
It's
yes,
like the
meaning. It is the meaning. Like, did the rose just switch here? Like, aren't I supposed to do that?
And then his homeboy's looking at him like, so what kind of dress you gonna be wearing?
I'm just gonna go ahead and give this disclaimer for what I'm about to say. I hope there are no children listening. But if your woman proposes to you and gets on one knee and put a ring on your finger, she just bitched you. And she just made you feel like you're not man enough to step up to the plate and handle your responsibility. Like, there's no way that you should be okay with a woman getting down on one knee and putting a ring on your finger and you like, oh yeah, of course, honey. Like, you should say no because she did.
Yeah, and she gonna be getting him pregnant next. He gonna be pregnant.
Exactly.
Like, can you imagine though a man holding his hand out like?
Yeah, they do. Yeah.
They do.
Yeah.
But wait a minute.
No, it be like that.
But you and Jazz, go back. How was Jim looking in the chair?
Oh, when he proposed to her?
When she proposed to him?
Oh, when she proposed, he was like,
yeah.
And I was looking at the camera like this, you dummy. That mole is smarter than you. That mole on your face is smarter than you.
And then like she's justifying it in the confessional, like, we've been together for so many years.
He had the hair like this though. Yes. You know the stance?
We've been together, like, realize who you're talking to.
Yeah.
Realize who I am. I'm making happy.
Basically, and he probably said in his confessional, I had to do it. She was gonna be talking all that all night long. I had to. You know
no. Jim was like, oh
man, yo.
And this is me the whole time.
Like, you know, he don't say no words, so he in the confession like, she knew, you know what it was. She a good one. She been with me since the beginning. Like, I know.
Shout out to Jim Jones. Listen, Jim, I want no problem. I'm just saying.
Hey. No beef with neither one of them. No beef.
Chrissy got the hand.
Hold your hand out.
Chrissy got the hands too. I don't want no problem.
I don't play. We just
Oh,
use
she definitely got them hands.
Chrissy,
She definitely got them hands.
like it was a whole party. They had a whole party. He was sitting on a throne. This wasn't a birthday party. It wasn't a baby shower.
Hey, hold on, Jazz. How was he on the throne though?
He was like, and she's crying.
He just didn't want to piss her off, so he was like,
"Oh man."
He was crying like, "Oh, I love you, Jimmy." But I was just like, "What am I?" I could not.
And the whole time I'm sitting there looking like that. I couldn't change it because I just wanted to.
Because you had to see, and then what happened? Mama Jones got up and she was pissed off.
I just really like
you don't propose to my son without letting me know. Like I was,
oh boy,
the whole scene was like an accident.
It was just like I hope this is staged. I hope
you were
this is staged.
I was like Mona,
there's nowhere in the head. There is no. Listen, if a man tell me I'm gonna leave you, gonna propose, baby, where's the bag?
Let me pack it up.
Let's pack that thing.
Oh,
I'm even gonna give you a bag.
I will send you with a sack lunch. Okay, get on up out of here.
He was sitting up there like, yeah, I knew she was gonna propose. I was like,
oh man.
Oh, say I got too much pride or whatever.
Yeah,
I don't care what you say about me. We'll never be married. Never.
I could not.
Over.
I'm gonna go ahead and find that episode.
I forgot what I was saying.
Because you said the roles was reversed.
If the roles were reversed.
Nah, all right. So listen. So let's say that maybe at this time she made up in her mind. Let's say she wasn't in the that she didn't have the right job, or maybe her life wasn't right. Maybe she never really kind of brought this up to him, right? She's just kind of thinking about these things in her head. And then when he proposes, in her mind, she's like, well, hey, I'm not really in the right place in my life. Like, I don't know if we should get married, right? You think she's right on that? Like, you think that it's okay for her just to say no, or just say, hey, you know what? Yes, but later.
Yes, there you go. You said yes.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking too.
We need to have a long engagement.
There's so many different levels to this though, because there's so many different reasons behind why somebody would say no. So it's like so many good reasons. Like you had a plan. That's one thing that I think that people forget. Like you can literally have a plan. Things might not go the way that you want them to go, but maybe I'm in college. I want to have my career first. I want to be able to take care of you. I want to be able to share with you, or I, just feel like I'm not in a position right now to be monogamous. I mean, there's so many things that if you're not in a position to be monogamous,
we need to
don't
just
worry about marriage.
Up. If you can't be monogamous, we need to just break up.
Exactly.
Period.
But, and I think a lot of times, like, a man might have like, okay, I'll just say somebody that I wish I never met in my life. Like, we had the conversation about dating and about engagements and stuff. And listen, this is the furthest person from my mind that I needed to be anywhere near regarding marriage. Okay, that was me. At that point, it could have been, before all of this happened, it could have been something like I really would have considered it. But as time went along, I realized it's not somebody I want to be with.
Right.
So, like I said, it's a broad spectrum.
It wouldn't be that broad though if communications take place. I think that's where I'm trying to get at with y'all, like how important communication would be in this situation during this time that y'all dating. Like, cause now the reason why I said those things, because everybody's guessing. Like, okay, well, they had a conversation, but then your mind's changed. So now it's like, okay, well, I'm not really like, remember, I think Tay was talking about how people change. Mm-hmm. People change, 5 years later, I'm probably not the same person anymore. But you got to really convey that to the person that you're dating, because if you don't, you're going to get a no.
But you know what else? You know what else I think? I think sometimes conversations, like people don't like having the uncomfortable conversations.
Right.
Like people don't,
Sure.
especially in relationships, and especially when y'all been together for a while, but y'all also can have like some ways to go. They don't want to have the uncomfortable conversations. Like they don't want to have the conversations that you have to have in order to figure out the path that the relationship is on. And that is an issue because you're not comfortable with that person. Like,
not comfortable enough, exactly. Or
right.
you just don't want to hurt them, and like I don't care who it is. You know the temperament of your spouse or the temperament of your person that you're in a relationship with.
Mm-hmm.
You know, if you've been with them long enough, you know the temperament. So a lot of times you don't want to have those uncomfortable conversations because, for one, they're uncomfortable.
Mm-hmm.
And for two, you know that you're dating somebody that has a temper problem that's going to take, or that's sensitive, or that's going to take it to heart and misconstrue everything that you're saying. So, like, I literally just pull the dagger out.
But
I've been through a lot. I just just let me know right away.
Even with that, like, when you have those uncomfortable conversations, I feel like you are afraid of realizing that the person that you thought was your Mr. or Mrs. Perfect may not be your Mr. or Mrs. Perfect. Perfect example, I've been watching Girlfriends on Netflix, and it was like one of the season when like Joan was like with Maliki Yoba. And like he was her like enchanted love, and they were so in love with each other and everything, whatever. They were so in love, right? Met each other, and she wanted to get married, of course. And she thought he was gonna propose. He didn't have that on his mind. And then when he realized that's what she wanted, he was like, "Listen, we know we love each other, so hey, we might as well go ahead and get married. Let's go ahead and get married or whatever." So he proposed. They're in the car having a conversation, and she's like, when we have kids, And in the midst of that conversation, she finds out he doesn't want to have kids. So for 2 episodes, she's faced and struggling with, I love this man. He is my perfect love, enchanted love. From the moment I met him, I knew I loved him. And this is who I wanted to be. He has a good job, financially stable. We go out to dinner. We do everything. Everything in the bedroom is perfect. But he does not want to have kids. So now I'm faced with, do I still marry my one true love and throw away the desire that I've always wanted of having kids? Or do I throw away my one true love and find someone who will maybe subpar to that connection that I have with him, but at least they want kids?
That's hard to say. And I know that relationships and love and life is about compromise, but there are some things that I just feel like you don't compromise on because of the resentment. That it's going to be some residual resentment. If I say no to you in front of everybody, it's going to be some resentment. It's not going to be right away that you're going to want to talk to that person, or just like if you make this big to do with for somebody and they don't appreciate it. That's almost what it seems like to the person that's proposing. So I mean, I feel like all those conversations should be had because like I will not, I kid you not, the same thing happened in one of the TV shows that I was watching, and they just could not get right because every time they had an argument, he brought that about the kids. He wanted kids. Every time they had an argument, she'll say, well, I wanted a big wedding. You didn't want a big wedding. So they compromised on things that they were not willing to agree on. At the time, they were like, okay, this is fine. But the thing about a woman's body, and I don't know if men go through this, but women, like literally a switch went off one day and I was like, oh my God, I want kids. I had been telling myself for so long, like, I don't really think I'm meant for kids. I got nieces and nephews and stuff.
So it's just like a point in your life where you just come to a realization where you say that you do want to have kids. It just comes out the blue.
Realization,
But women, I mean, it's literally, you just oh my God, I want a kid. Like I
want a family.
I want a family. Like you want someone. Like you just like like one thing about a child, and I don't have kids, I don't know, but speaking as someone who doesn't have kids and who would eventually like to have kids, I just have a fear of having a child with the wrong person. That's totally
that is a serious fear.
You want that like someone who I know I love and I know loves me. Someone who I know is at the end of the day, if don't nobody else care about me, my baby cares about me. Like that's what you, and it's just like one day, like it's like they said it's like a maternal instinct that just like kicks in, like I want to have a baby. Like it's just like
Wow.
And then when you get online and then you and like social, like you see all your friends having babies and everybody, even people who like have kids and they like, oh, one and done. Then like years now, it's like, oh, I wish I had another baby.
Yeah, that's exactly where I am. Like, you know, with the whole marriage thing, like it's literally like an instinctual thing that women go through. Like, I want to get married. I already know my wedding. I've known my wedding color since I was in like 6th grade. That has like not changed. Like literally, I literally know my wedding colors. Yep. I know that I want more kids because I don't want my daughter to take care of me by herself. Like these are things. I'm a planner. So these are things that I'm like, I know. If it's the wrong person, I really want to let that be known. Like I said, stab me. Don't slowly pinch at me until I bleed to death. Stab me, take it out. You know what I'm saying? Let me know what you're going through. Let me know what you're feeling, because at the end of the day, I don't want to hear nothing when we having a knockdown, drag out argument. And you tell me everything you want to know about me, or everything that you don't want to get married, or you don't want more kids. So whatever the case, I feel like that's a conversation that needs to be had before you even really introduce them to the relatives, because they might not be here long.
That's a conversation, like as someone that's out here dating, like that's one of the first conversations that I have. Like when we talking, like it's literally like on the first, like, oh, do you have kids? How many kids do you have? Are you taking care of those kids? And do you want any more kids? Like I stopped talking to somebody because he had a child and he was like he didn't want any more kids. That's a deal breaker for me, because I want a child and I'm not going to allow you to take that from me. Like,
don't compromise on the wrong things. Don't compromise on things that you want.
That's crazy. Like this is for somebody to be like not want to have kids and they still out there dating. I guess that's an interesting concept. I mean, I never really thought about, how tough that can be when you're out there dating, and as people getting older, somebody has kids, somebody doesn't want kids, that whole factor coming into that. I never really thought about that. That's interesting, because
it's really like me personally, like and I'm not to judge anybody, but me personally, because we had so much in common, so much was good, I just kind of felt like that was kind of selfish. Like for you to, like, one of the first conversations we had, he was, oh, you don't have no kids? And I was just like, no. He's like, how old are you? I'm like, I'm 30. And he was just like, you don't have any kids? First of all, that out the gate, you look like you're an alien. Like I give that look like I'm an alien. Like I had one guy, he was like, you don't have no kids? Oh, you must have had an abortion. I was just like, no,
why you just jump to that? Really?
Like listen.
Yeah, I hope you left him all the way alone.
Oh, we bet, yes. We had like as soon as that was one of the first cars, as soon as he said that, I was just like, yeah, no, I'm good. But the dude who I was like dating, and he had a daughter, and he was just like so on the fence about it. And in my mind, if you're on the fence about it, then in actuality you don't. And it was just like, I was like, listen, do you or do you not want to have kids? At this time, we have been talking for like a year. And he was talking about like, after you done been with somebody for 2 years, you should know if you do or do not want to get married. So I was like, do you or do you not want to have kids? And he was just like, no, I don't. Like, and that was it. Like, we're friends, but no.
My daughter's been the best thing ever happened to me.
At least you found out early.
Me too. Yeah. Like, and I can say from a perspective, like Jay said, having babies by the right person, that goes along with marriage, because you're gonna be free to do those things. Like literally, you're gonna be free. So having kids by the right person, just because you get married doesn't mean it's gonna last. But having kids by the right person is so vital, because you're planning that child's future for sure.
While you're out there for Valentine's Day, while you're out there skeeting, beeping.
Please don't make a Gemini child.
Hold up.
Hey, my daughter's a Gemini.
I'm a Gemini.
I can see it, Jay. I can see it, Jay.
Don't try
it. I can see it.
I'm just saying, y'all out there.
My daughter's a Gemini.
Listen, y'all might end up having kids by the wrong person. Stop. I'm just saying. But whatever you got to do, just make sure that that y'all ain't out here just having babies and Because it's Valentine's Day.
On the 14th or the 15th, make sure them 15s get them side chicks get they
yeah, you remember the 15th? Yeah, you right.
Them up, scrap
Forgot
up,
about that.
Well, that's a Monday, so anybody really trying to do nothing on a Monday?
Hey, I mean,
I can't wait to get home on Mondays. Oh, I can't wait to get to the house.
Them side chicks, they got a Monday, man. They got to take care of them too.
Bro, you would never try to cheat. Like, that's ridiculous. I don't understand. Let me shut up.
Speak, yo.
You get them half off chocolates, them roses.
Yes, the half off chocolates, like the after Valentine's, the day after Christmas, the day after Thanksgiving, the day after Easter. Like, why are you okay with being subpar? Like,
you a day after.
That's your afterthought. Like you're an afterthought. Like, literally,
you get a lot. You get a lot on Valentine's Day because everything is on sale.
They don't think that much of you get double, triple.
Balloons deflated.
Ain't even no helium in it. You can't even suck the helium out of the balloon and make the little funny voice. Like, that's just
don't give me nothing.
You really do that? You really do that with the balloons? You get the balloons, wow.
When I was in college, that's what me and my roommate used to do. We used to go to the Dollar Tree and buy balloons and just sit in the house and suck the helium out of them.
What?
And just, like,
that can kill you. That kill your brain cells, right?
It explains a lot.
No, it can give you an aneurysm. For real. The helium can give you an aneurysm.
They ain't playing. Yeah. That's dangerous. That's
the helium can give you an aneurysm.
It's real dangerous.
And it makes your head big.
Shut up.
That might be what my issue is, Penny.
It look like a Macy's Thanksgiving float.
It's really funny. Dang, that's crazy. I'm sad now.
But I mean, but what y'all was saying, that's real though. I mean, but I mean, at the end of the day, I think in that scenario, communication is the main thing, because you should not be going into a proposal and somebody saying no to you. You know what I'm saying? Like, you should.
I also feel like you, if you're gonna be with somebody for 35 years, I feel like you should revisit this conversation, because things change. Right. Yeah, and I also feel like the nature of a woman is to try to change the minds of people, or try to persuade, or try to, contort how he feels and try to build him up, or whatever the case is. But if he tells you from the initial conversation that I don't want more kids, I would suggest to any woman that does want kids, please don't waste your time, because that might be something. And not to mention, a lot of these dads, whether they deadbeats or not, have had experiences with their child's mother, or a lot of these women have had experiences with these, fathers, and they don't want no more kids. Like, I could see myself, if I wasn't to the point where, like, I know that I want more children, I want my legacy to be fulfilled, I want a son, I want, my daughter to have, I want a husband, I want to be married sooner than later. You know what I'm saying? I know this is something that I want. So I'm definitely not going to hear anybody. I'm not going to waste any more time. I'm 33 years old. You know what I'm saying? Like, I literally, on my birthday, was like, dang, I need to hurry up. Because my patience is thin.
Facts.
Like, my patience is thin. I don't have the patience for a lot of things.
Like, especially like every time I go get my annually, like my doctor, like ever since I turned like 30, she was like, so Miss Harvin, have we given any thoughts to kids? Because, the older you kids, the chances of, and I'm just like, all right. So when I was 30, I wasn't trying to hear, but like the older I'm getting, I'm just like,
go buy some. They got them on sale. They come with.
I would like to, feel it. I would like to.
Oh no, they come in a jar.
Man, sir, I almost
just add water.
Sir. No. Okay, if that's how you think it is, okay, whatever. If that's how you,
sound like some old incubate. That's like some tadpoles.
But I did say that I was gonna give myself.
You gonna get you a turkey bait, sir?
Yeah, and I'm gonna if I'm giving myself to a certain age, and if I don't want one, I'm gonna get artificially inseminated.
That, I mean, that listen. Or like I said, let's go buy you one, man.
Bro,
I got one upstairs.
I mean, I feel like I want her to do whatever she, you know what I'm saying? I feel like there is somebody out there for everybody.
This is true.
I really do. I also feel like sometimes we rush the thought, and we rush God and be
let's talk about this though. I want to talk about this real quick since we, it's on subject, but not really, right? Because some people are impatient, right? Mm-hmm. They want a man or they want a woman, and they can't wait. And sometimes I ask myself, are you ready? Like, you think you're ready, but do you know if you're really ready for a serious relationship? Like,
oh, hell no.
And that's the point. So what do you mean? So why if you're not ready, then why are you so fixed on being in a relationship when you need to just work on yourself and prepare yourself for that person that could be possibly looking for you?
No, I was talking about a child, a baby, like, and that's down the line. That's not now. I'm talking about, you talking about me, or you talking about like people in general?
A relationship, just generally speaking.
Oh, a relationship, like generally speaking. Yeah, I feel like sometimes, like, even though you know that you're like working on yourself, like in actuality, like sometimes you just want companionship. Like, I know me personally, like I would like I can only speak for me. Like, sometimes I don't feel like being bothered.
Everybody know, right?
That's everybody. That's a lot of people.
No. Because there are some people who literally cannot be alone. Like, they cannot be by themselves.
But sometimes they don't feel like being bothered, though.
Mm. No, like, they just cannot. I'm fine with being by myself. Like, I'm cool. Like, I'm chill. Like, I'm fine with being by myself. But sometimes, even in my selfness or my whatever, like, when sometimes there are certain times where I just want somebody to hang out with. Like, you just want, like, somebody to chill and spend time with or whatever. I ain't about to pay nobody for that. I ain't about to pay nobody for that. I know that.
You want a rentable.
No, I don't want to rent from nobody else either.
He come through. Yeah. No. He might please you a little bit here and there. And then you want him to leave.
No. It's just you want just like somebody to hang out with, somebody to watch TV, somebody to go places with. Like, that's just like
a friend.
Yeah, just like a little friend or whatever the case may be, but you don't want nothing serious. But I will say, if you are not emotionally,
I was about to say, I'm too emotional for that.
If you don't know, like, you have to know your emotional, like, how your emotions range, because sometimes in that spending time with someone and hanging out with someone, feelings can get involved. Like, feelings can start to arise before you know you in your feelings about stuff.
Okay, so what? Y'all just watching TV, going out, right? Mm-hmm. And that's it.
It depends on it depends on your level of comfort. Like, it depends on it. But these things have to be established in the beginning. Like, if that person wants to be physical, or you want to be physical, or whatever, that's what you're comfortable with, then y'all need to establish that in the beginning.
It ain't gonna work.
It ain't gonna work. Not for me. I can say for me, you automatically say
it ain't gonna work. It ain't just for me. It ain't just for you. It ain't just for you. It ain't just for you, Tay. It ain't just for you. It ain't gonna work. You know why?
It is not.
You know why? We going back to what Tay said earlier about people change. What you said 3 months ago ain't gonna mean nothing five months later, because we've done things together, whether it be going to the movies.
You enjoy each other's company. Exactly. We make each other laugh.
Exactly. Now I'm seeing some things that might have potential in it. Now I like you. You understand what I'm saying? You just can't say, hey, well, let's go walk in the park and everything for 2 weeks, and then we'll revisit this later.
Nah, because that walk in the park, it ain't got nothing on Jill Scott's walk in the park. She's talking about walking in the park. That's the real walk in the park.
That is Jill Scott's walk in the park. That's exactly what she's talking about. Getting to know each other.
Her walk in the park is different from regular people.
Then next thing you know, you're having
317.
Right. Then next thing you know, you're having grits. You're having grits in the morning.
From what I was told, that is where you mess up. You don't stay for breakfast.
Still, y'all still did things before breakfast.
That's true, but that's the conversation. Like, listen, it's nothing physical. Just, you want to come over watch TV?
No.
Go such.
I'm gonna tell you what happened. let me tell you what's gonna happen in this situation, right? Y'all gonna say, "Oh, we ain't gonna have no sex," right? He gonna have sex. He gonna find somebody to have sex with. Then what? Then what?
You
We
may
ain't friends no more.
Right.
Someone may get in their feelings.
I ain't messing with you no more, baby.
And now you done lost a friend.
Because you didn't want to have sex, but he wanted to go find somebody else to have sex with.
But is it always about that though?
That's what I'm saying. Does it always have to be about sex? It's not always about sex.
Yeah, but 5 months later, you want something? What you talking about?
That's not true. It's not. Listen, that is why you set this. Listen, take your head up off the table. It's not. It does not always have to be about sex, especially as a woman. Hello, I'm telling you. Like, listen, I'm not
as a woman.
Like,
I'm talking about as a man.
So if you, but that is why I said you have to be emotionally in check. Like, it's like, all right, if that's what you want to do, okay. But we don't discuss that. Like, there's no discussion about it. There's no, oh, I did this with such and such, or I did this with this other person. There's no discussion about it. There's no communication. We don't need to speak about it. Why? You don't owe me an explanation. We're not together. We're not in a relationship.
He don't owe you an explanation. He not so what?
Yes, you don't. We're not together.
Okay, so what?
I'm sorry, Jazz. If you were kicking with somebody like that and y'all it's a potential to be, going to a next level or something. If they do something like that, they owe you an explanation.
And you're going to be sorry.
We're not. This is the frame of mind, unfortunately, of that, and this is why it is complicated dating right now. Like, because it's like, so you want to spend time with this person and do things where it's like y'all like in a relationship, but y'all are not in a relationship. Unfortunately, this is the miscommunication that does happen. And I'm speaking as someone who is out here, and it is very frustrating. And I'm a very emotional person. So that's why I keep people at bay. Like, I'm going to keep you at a distance, because when I let you in all the way in. So the people who do the whole like, oh, we just chilling, spending time hanging out, or whatever the case may be, like, they don't talk about it. It's just like in a quote unquote understanding.
So you want somebody to chill with, to be with, but keep them at bay.
How's that look, bro?
Yeah.
Tay, can you
please? When you let people in,
listen.
I don't have anything right now.
Wait a minute.
I understand what she's saying. I understand what she's saying as a woman, but it's just not. It's not realistic. It's not realistic on the sense of a man.
And
that's what I'm saying.
If you let them in, you got to let them in.
I feel like. I'm not bragging on myself, but I feel like I have really dope energy. You know what I'm saying? And if I start hanging with somebody, they're gonna start liking me. You know what I'm saying? If I'm hanging with them, chances are, because I'm emotional, I'm gonna start liking them. Then the conversation's gonna be had, y'all having a little extracurricular conversation. Like, it just begins to be not what you intended. It's very hard. I mean, I feel like, especially if it is a sexual relationship, like it's just a wham bam, you know what I'm saying? You come through whenever you feel like coming through, or whenever I feel like you coming through, every time your bodies intertwine.
But I feel like when sex gets involved, that makes it complicated.
But it doesn't matter though. Listen,
that makes it complicated.
It does.
It does. Sex makes it complicated.
That's what
it makes it hard.
It does. But listen,
literally,
your relationship tactics is like the coronavirus. 6 feet away, please. Stay over there. I'm going to stay over here, and we're just going to talk with these masks on. That is your relationship advice. Like, it's not going to work.
That's going to be really hard. Like, if they're in, they in. If they not, you just call it what it is.
Yeah,
like, you can't be asking them to like be like, okay, I want you to come in. We can spend the day together. We can spend all night. You can have breakfast.
Nope, that's too much time. Not all night, not the whole day. No.
But I agree with you though. Sex does make it complicated.
It does.
It definitely makes it complicated. It makes it complicated.
I'm not saying it doesn't.
I'm not saying it doesn't either, but I'm just saying the realisticness of you actually. Let me tell you something about a woman. You can be some women just want a really attractive man, whatever the case is. You can be unattractive, but if you make me laugh, you got. If you make me laugh, if you can make me laugh. So if you can make me laugh, if you're funny, we enjoy each other's company. We are like kindred spirits. Like, where have you been all my life? But we just cool. You know what I'm saying? The likeliness of that person, you actually liking that person, is very high at this point because they've made you laugh. Y'all spending time together. You ain't gotta include sex. But if this is somebody that you enjoy and that enjoys you, y'all gonna start liking each other. Okay? You still don't have to include sex. Just say y'all gonna start liking each other and y'all having this, understanding. If that person sleep with somebody else, I'm heartbroken. Like, even though we had this understanding.
That's what I'm saying.
I'm heartbroken.
That's why I don't understand this. Tay, Jay, let's keep it all the way G, right? If you are with a person and you kicking it with them, you going out and you talking and doing all of this on the phone, there's some feelings there, is it not?
It's like an investment.
You're taking time to be with this person. Then you tell the person, well, yo, you know what? We don't really go out. Okay, we're not really going out. We're just friends. Cool. Then y'all still continue the same old thing. But he goes and says, yo, all right, well, I got another girl, or I wouldn't have just had sex with somebody, and that was it. But I still want to, walk in the park with you and all of that great stuff. Guess what's going to happen? You're not going to like him anymore because you feel like you go out with him, but you're telling him that you don't. It's the most confusing thing. This is where guys get confused. You're not going to like him anymore.
But unfortunately, I'm telling you honestly, that is unfortunately how it is dating right now. No one wants to put labels on anything. No one wants to put commitments or expectations on anything. Like, dating nowadays literally is just like, let's just keep having sex until you get pregnant, and then when you get pregnant, I'll marry you, but only so you don't put me on child support.
I believe dating is what you make it.
I agree with that. Dating is what you make it, both people.
It is what you make it, but once you as a woman, when you put, it is what you make it, right, with both people. So if you're sitting here and it's just like, oh wait, hold on. If you're sitting here and you have these these standards, I cannot tell you how many times I have been told that I need to lower my standards, or I need to date somebody white because I expect a man to take me out, or because I expect a phone call or a text message or anything like that. Like, or I expect you to approach me a certain type of way. I expect you to come to my door and pick me up and we go somewhere together. So in my mind, it's just like, if I don't set these are expectations.
I understand what you're saying, but I'm telling you, the man for you is probably ugly as I don't know what. Those are the men that do. Like, are ugly.
I like ugly guys. I mean, not. Hold on, sorry. Hold on.
Wow.
Hey,
hold on.
Your DM
hold on 1 second.
Now's the number at the bottom. 1-900. Jazz likes ugly guys. Call now.
He's probably not your
Wait,
no. He's probably not your type. He's probably 5'2".
Call now.
No, listen to what I'm saying. Listen. It's not that I like ugly guys. It's not that but I don't like super muscular, light skin, wear baby oil. Oh, I'm so fine and handsome.
What's with you and light skinned people? What's with you and light skinned men?
She crossed you off the list, she crossed you off the list, though.
You said what?
What's with you and light skinned men?
Off the list.
It's like you be putting stabs at light skinned men, but secretly I think you like light skinned men.
I think.
Do you wear baby oil, Trim? Do you wear baby oil?
Nah, I got jergens.
You got to see him. You got to see him during his time when he doing.
You got them shoulders. Them shoulders a little buff. We see you.
Yeah,
okay.
when you on the base.
Shoulders, baby oil.
I work out.
Yeah, when you on the base.
That's really
he's the only one out there with no shirt and baby oil on the base.
See, and he do that because he light skinned. You know how they be, or when they take selfies like.
Trim out there. He got.
I don't be taking selfies.
On with the gun up there, baby oil, no shirt.
I couldn't even find a picture of him by himself for his birthday. It was
during drill. That's what he do.
Oh wow!
Can you please,
bro? He has.
I don't take selfies.
He has
like that.
no pictures
I'm not
by himself,
like that.
which is cool.
Like that. Yeah, I'm not a conceited dude. Like
it doesn't mean about conceited like
But,
Jesus.
like-
Okay, it's a profile pic. Can we see your profile pic?
I got a profile pic. I got a profile pic on my IG. Just me. But
Well, I can't pull that picture.
But honestly,
You don't even look like that no more.
What you mean? I don't look like that no more. I was thinking like what 2 years ago.
I look like 11th grade.
Yeah,
Whatever.
you definitely don't look like that no more.
Whatever. But I mean, I don't take you ain't gonna catch me like every 5 minutes. Like I gotta take a picture of myself. I gotta take a picture.
I don't either.
I gotta take a picture of what I'm doing. I gotta take a picture that I'm going to
I'm not like
pick up
that
some
either.
food to eat it. I gotta take a picture. I'm not like that.
Taking some food to eat.
I take
People
one
do
picture.
that. People
I
do
take
that.
one picture a year. One picture a year.
Yeah, you almost got a mirror picture for your birthday.
That's on my. That's on my birthday. That's all the time. That's the only time.
But you know what, Clint? You know what's so funny?
Tino,
you know what's so funny? I was looking at your pictures and I said I was gonna say nothing about this. But I was looking at your pictures and it was like he smiles. Like
he smiles like
oh yeah,
he does. He does.
You know,
like very
like
real.
he practiced that.
I'll be honest, like nah,
he practiced that.
I don't like to like.
Like,
you know what?
I put this on our page.
You know, I thought that pictures, selfies, and all of that. I just used to think that was a girl thing. You know what I'm saying? Like,
part of me did too. That
just wasn't. You know what I'm saying? And when I
my
smile,
wife,
it's some pictures where I take like big smiles. Some of them I don't. I don't know. It's just I don't know. It's not really.
My wife, she was the one that she took took pictures and selfies of herself. My wife did, but me, I was like, not really.
In actuality, like I've always like if I look at a guy's profile and I see he has a selfie, I feel like he's gay.
Oh my
god! Like
that's
like
wow.
I can't see a man like literally. Okay, maybe not gay, but I feel like that's a little like. Why are you?
What is it?
Like,
like how? What is
it
it supposed to do?
He's like is it narcissist?
Like,
narcissist?
You go out with your
narcissistic.
If you feel like your outfit is fresh, then. Yeah, like that's real. Oh my god, like
I mean,
just,
that's
for a
super
man,
suspect to me though. That's super suspect to me. Like when two men taking a picture. Hey, bro, take a picture of me real quick.
Yeah.
Like
I don't have a
selfie. A selfie just in. And then they look at it and go, no, let me take that again.
No man need to take no pictures because both of us are trash right now. You can't have your homeboy give you a picture. You can't. You can't take one yourself.
Okay. Look, and then this is even worse. It's even worse if they taking it like this with the front camera.
Oh.
Yeah.
And you see that
You
arm?
can't even like that's not
arm?
like I can't. Like in my mind,
I'm not photogenic at all. I'm not. It's just me. I'm not photogenic at all.
I don't like to see the dudes in the camera, like in the mirror with the phone.
Like the
That's
only
what I was
like
it's a Nokia.
my Facebook picture had the only reason why I like that Facebook picture is because it got Carrington in it, and it's not showing my whole face. Other than that,
like all my Facebook pictures is mostly gonna have me and my daughter in it. That's just real it is. And it's the big one. This the big one right here. I don't get it. People got to take a picture of their whole outfit. And you got to get the shoes. You got to take the whole picture of that outfit.
I mean,
how tall are you, Kenneth? How tall are you?
I'm tall enough.
Oh God, 5'1".
Yeah, you'll see when we take the photo when we do our photos. But speaking of that,
like I was really about to be like, we need to make sure everybody got a picture on that day because
we gonna make, but definitely
go ahead.
I will be after. Actually, I'll pay it tomorrow when we're gonna be taking those photos. It's gonna be dope, and just want to let the people know that Water the Wine is coming back.
Yeah. Y'all just don't even know how God really is in a blessing business. Because baby, I was over here crying, like full blown tears, lost lashes and everything.
Water the Wine is back. You know what I'm saying?
Let's go.
We'll be producing and doing all of that, editing the podcast. So.
After Jazz finally made an exception on the song.
First of all, don't be light skinned, okay?
I was about to say, just play mystical. So let's play some mystical.
She's like, I don't care. So everybody tune in. You're gonna be seeing that on the February 11th. We said so. That's gonna be
Is that the 11th? Yes, y'all can listen to it while y'all eat y'all Valentine's Day dinner, whatever it is.
Right, exactly. Yeah.
Speaking of which, I don't mean to bust everybody's bubble, but I gotta go there with this one. Y'all do know that Valentine's Day is actually a pagan religion, right?
It is a pagan religion,
and it was like a massacre or something that happened or something.
Yeah,
like
it was really bad. Like people, all these like little pictures of like Cupid and all this other stuff. Those were really like like deities and gods that they were like worshiping and stuff like that. It gets twisted. It gets twisted.
I was about to say something really terrible. I'm so glad I didn't say it.
Most Valentine's, most holidays are, but still,
better have my paganistic roses.
So now we're gonna have three podcasts running together as we intended. So that's gonna be awesome. You know what I'm saying? Everybody tune into that. J Sharae, Tay, and what's his name? I forget. I always forget. Walter. He needs a new name. Walter, you're listening. You need a new name. You need something else.
You don't just tell this man how you need a
new name. Now listen. If you're doing a podcast, listen. You got J Sharae, you got Tay, Walter. We need something else.
Call him Walt. Just call him
Don't
Walt.
do that.
Big Walt.
We do call him Walt.
Yeah, Walt. Something like
we
that.
Call him Walt.
Big Walt.
Or if they get serious, just call him Heisenberg. Because he's Walt from like Breaking Bad.
Tay, Walt, J Sharae. It can work. We're gonna make it work.
It'll work. I guess if you say it enough. Walt is good. I like Walt. Hey, not Walter. Every time I think of Walter, I think of a different world.
Hey, I like Heisenberg.
Shout out to Walter.
Oh yeah, Sinbad. Shout out to Sinbad too.
Sinbad. Look, and guess what? Sinbad is light skinned, and so was Walt.
Shout out to Walter. I know it's gonna be a good
had
show,
a stroke, so I hope he's recovering nicely.
Yeah, I hope he's recovering too. So wait a minute, Jazz. So you be making jokes about Walt on the show too, because he light skinned?
No,
she respects Walt,
but I'm gonna start.
Oh, so wait a minute. So she makes jokes because she don't respect me? That's messed up. You don't even know
That's
me.
your name. I forgot your name.
That's not true, Ken.
She calls you. She calls you light skin. Thank you, light skin. Thank you. Okay, light skin.
She just have these deep dreams about light skinned dudes running around with baby oil all over their body.
She got Shamar. What's his name? Shamar. What's it? Shamar.
I don't like that baby girl.
And
oh my goodness.
What's the light skin dude? You like all types of good hair dudes in there. Good hair.
Ew, no.
AKA Perm.
Chocolate man.
AKA Perm. But yeah,
I want
definitely
me a good old brown chocolate.
I'm excited. I'm excited for Water to Wine. Core Room will be back very soon. Very soon. You know what I'm saying? Very soon.
Very soon.
We in the process of revamping, doing stuff. You know what I'm saying? It's
like the black version of Brad Pitt and George Clooney.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Listen, it's been a good 2021 already, man. It's been a good 2021.
It has been.
So got 3 podcasts. We got an album coming out.
Higher.
An EP coming out on the 19th.
Exactly.
Hey, you'll be able to find all of those on our social media.
Oh,
exactly.
We share all of them on every page.
Yeah, we gotta
make sure we put all of them tags up there.
Yeah.
Yes.
But shout out to everybody who's been streaming and all of that. The album, so Dark Ages has been the single, I should say. So
yeah, you jumping ahead of time, man.
Yeah, I know. I can't wait. So, but
listen, that bass hitting though.
Yeah, boy, that bass hit. Shout out to everybody that's been supporting the podcast as well.
Exactly.
Because collab is jumping up there. You know what I'm saying, especially on the audio version. So shout out to everybody who's listening. But listen, we're gonna get out of here. Happy Valentine's Day to everybody. Like I said,
Happy Valentine's.
Happy Valentine's Day.
Look at
have no babies.
Trim ain't gonna say nothing.
Have a good day.
Have a blessed day.
Have a good day. That's it.
Be fruitful and multiply.
People.
I do got one thing to say. I do got one thing to say.
Oh Lord, don't. Okay, go ahead. What you gonna say?
Although we've come.
You know what? Okay. Good night. Good night. Goodbye.
Listen,
good night.
Like, subscribe, share,
so natural.
All of that good stuff. All right. But listen, good morning, good afternoon, Good night.
And good luck.
Take care.